Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac Antibirth. We're on a serious, genuine roll. I think we'll try to do Lazarus next. And this is one I've been dreading, because the normal path for Lazarus, well, here's your seed. S7Q8 2W80. First off, before I say what I was gonna say, this is an XL floor, which presents an interesting consequence for the alternate floors, because I believe that we actually... First off, I think we only get one chance to get down to the alt floor now, so we definitely need to have a key if we want to do the alt floor path. But I believe when we go down, effectively we're getting one extra floor out of it. I actually feel like Donkey Jawbone is not that good, but that Spirit Heart is. Even though we might want to end our own life so we can get the luck upgrade. We are -1 luck, which is just horrendous right now, but can work around that. So what I'm getting at is basically we're gonna go... Normally you go basement 1, downpour. You can come down on the basement 2, but then it puts you on the downpour 2 instead of the downpour 1. So what happens now is, I think in going to the next floor, we go to the downpour 1. I think. I hope that's the case. We did have one on stream. Donkey's Jawbone was very helpful there, admittedly. Maybe if we can get, like, you know, Gimpy and... Oh, Unicorn Stump wouldn't work because we wouldn't take damage to activate the Jawbone in the first place. So I think we're getting one spare item room that would otherwise not be accessible to us for coming down here. So I mean, let's be real. I should probably just take the Spirit Heart. I was thinking of doing some funky stuff, like, in theory, we could go to the boss fight, then take the deals with the devil if we get them, kill ourselves, then pick up the Spirit Heart. That's a lot of work to go through, and if we get hit once, all of our dreams go up in smoke. So it's probably better to take the safe play here. And consistently making the safe play can make you look a lot better than you actually are at the game. So there's our key. Just remember not to go to the shop until we know that we have one more key in reserve somewhere. Okay, they just had balls of steel in that situation. The D6, by the way, I didn't even bring it up, but it's an amazing pickup. Being able to have that ready for our deal with the devil here could set us up nicely, and I'm feeling, you know, relatively optimistic. What is this attack? Okay, sure, yeah. That seems like a fair attack for a first floor boss to have. I agree with that. It's no shoot a bunch of purple fires out and then all of the purple fires become connected by brimstone lasers that can hit you like 10 times, but you know, it's gonna get its job done. Hopefully this is technically a blue version of Pin and it counts as giving us a Spirit Heart. That one we can actually afford to leave on the ground if we want to respawn. But is it worth respawning just to get that luck upgrade? Pardon me, luck upgrade and maybe a small... It's like a 25% damage multiplier? It's not that bad, but it does give up our easy win. So we're going to leave the Halo... Or it gives up our easy respawn, I should say. We're going to leave the Halo back there. Just because that gives us a little bit more incentive to take the Lazarus path. Thank you, Donkey's Jawbone. In fact, I almost feel like we should stay close. Because if we get hit, Donkey's Jawbone should do... Whoa, it was close. I mean, I'd rather not get hit, but if we get hit, should do enough damage to do quite a number on him. I feel like that, like, is a self-fulfilling prophecy there. I probably would not have taken damage if I just stood at the back of the room instead, but... We got him. We got him. Deal with the devil. Safety pin, I think, is fine. Oh, we shouldn't have taken it yet for the dang black heart, but... Sulfur, not good enough. I think we'll take it for precedent. Why? I mean, there's a good reason why not, but... At least we can... Maybe it'll contribute to a transformation or something. And then Guppy's head is basically the same deal. We'll take it for the fact that it's an item, and a good item at that, but, the Guppy transformation is in particular the most important part there. So, the Halo pickup is going to be the big one. I'm just going to look around and hopefully get another, I mean, another couple of keys wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Looks like we got a shop and a library. If we could get into the shop and get a battery charge, that would be nice, but it looks like we're done. Unless there's a way to walk on spikes there. No. Okay, so we're going to walk into the fire, or walk into the spikes on the self-sacrifice room, just hoping for a consumable get here. Oh, we did get one. We can't take advantage of it, but we did get one. We're doing 420 damage, which is the important thing. Taking our luck up to 0 is important to me, because any, like, consumable drops are probably, in my opinion, one of the most underrated predictors of your success in the game. I do wish that we've saved the safety pin, because the extra demon heart would be very advantageous right now. No, we go down to the downpour too. Okay, I was mistaken then. That means we do need to look out for the key piece here. Is it better to have an XL floor on the first floor then, or is it worse? Well, you only get one shot at getting to the special floors, the alt floors. This is too many. It's too many units there. And you, miss out on the extra item room choice, but you get, to go into the second item room without the use of a key. So I think, you know, is it a crapshoot? That's the answer to that question is yes, it's a crapshoot in the end. I'm gonna gamble a little bit here just to try to get, you know, some kind of consumable. Pretty much take what I can get. Although with a 0 luck stat, probably not gonna be superbly lucky here, but I'll play until like 10 cents or so. And we'll try to make an effort to, pardon me, I'm a little congested. Try to make an effort to, get down to, as much HP as we can possibly afford to give up, while still having a chance to get the blood bank. Oh, my deal with the double chance! Oh, hematomesis is actually pretty great here, though. Alright, I'll accept that dumb damage I took, as long as I am able to pick up either blood bag or IV bag here. It doesn't have to be blood bag, as much as I would like that. I understand the game and how it goes. We're trying to get Joe. You guys, International Players Anthem. You down with UGK, Pimp CBUMB? Because what's a hoe with no pimp? And what's a pimp with no hoe? Don't be a lame. You know the game and how it goes. We're trying to get shows. Cool. Classic words to live by. Really, every day, those words ring through my head. You know, I'm walking to the coffee shop. I'm trying to think of some other lyrics that would make sense there. My bitch is choosy. Love her, never fuck without a rubber. Like it in the sheets, never on top of the covers. Money on the dresser. Drive the compressor. Top-notch hoes get the more, not the lesser. Trash like the bitch for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, you get no love. She be cross-country given all that she's got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling Phillies off the lot. Every time, that's my motto in life. It's my banner picture on Facebook. I have a big old poster in my room that says, smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time I hit the parking lot, I turn heads. Your hoe wanna choose, but who wanna choose, but your shit is too choose. I knew this lyric like 2 days ago. But then he says, you know, your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy. And I'm like, you know, Pimp C, that's a little too far. We took Monstro's Lung there, and I would do it again, gosh darn it. Monstro's Lung leads to awesome synergies on a lot of conditions, and is like just, yeah, get out of here. Wait, he's back. And is just good in its own right. That sucked. Obviously, we would want, you know, increased rate of fire if possible. But really, this floor is all about getting that, knife piece. I think just the existence of, Monstro's Lung has made this floor, you know, proportionally worthwhile for the time that we're spending on it. Plus, we got to, you know, very plainly state the lyrics to International Players Anthem by UGK featuring Andre 3000 and Big Boy. I always thought it was weird that they chose to be credited not as Outkast there, but maybe there was no collaborative writing process. I've got to, like, broaden my hip-hop vernacular. Like, I only have, like, 30 hip-hop songs I reference on the regular. You phrase that wrong, that could sound like a humble brag, but I really don't intend it to be so. Okay, Wormwood. Actually, I feel like it's not that bad for dealing with this boss. Our 9% deal with the devil chance is something I'd prefer not to squander. Gotta focus here. I don't know how I hurt him there. Trapped. Not trapped. Headstrong to take you on. Headstrong, I'll take on anyone. What? We still got through it. We still got through it. But he flew over? Okay, so here's the thing. Also, what's going on here? It looks like it's going to work, but the lighting effect's weird. Apparently, experimental treatment is actually worth taking. Hear me out. It actually works the way it's intended to work, which is that it does all stats up and then shuffled, not merely all stats shuffled. Someone was nice enough to point that out, and I'm genuinely appreciative. That's extremely helpful. Thank you so much for your support. We lost damage for sure. I'm not sure what happened to rate of fire. Just give me a key. Our luck is at -1 again. Well, that's what I get for trying to mess with it. We know that, yeah, it's hematemesis, which is actually great. There might be a better way to use hematemesis than just popping it down in this floor, but I'm gonna keep it pretty simple here. You know, the money's nice, but a luck upgrade penny would be beautiful. I don't quite know how deep I'm gonna go, because I'm probably gonna go to the curse room. Now I'm definitely gonna go to the curse room. We're gonna take this in with us, because now we can go in without losing the spirit heart. So this could be a pretty big swing. Oh yeah, and then just walk in. Even as I was doing it, I was like, Brian, you sure about this one? Well, we can still get out for free. Ended up being a relatively minor mistake, but still. I think we should go 2 more times there. Hope for a lucky penny. 4 cents, no big deal. Rerolled it into the scissors. Pretty bad. Please, a key. 3 cents. Okay, I will play you for a bit here. It's not really, the scissors are just bad. Like, we don't want them. First bomb we get, we're gonna blow this guy up in the hopes of getting a key. It's a decent amount of money. We need the key to get into the shop, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna wait for as long as I need to wait to make this happen. Sorry, there's the item tracker as well. Okay, he's done it to himself. We get to keep a bomb. It's... I mean, I know it was broken, but I was trying to read it regardless. It was like, up jump the boogie, I think is what it said. Maybe it rerolls like 1 item per floor. Beats me, dude. We're about to find out. Maybe we can bomb our way into this key? Nope. Well, possibly, but probably not. So, sorry, shop. The good thing about money is that, you know, we can always just spend it on the next floor. So we got our knife piece. The run's looking okay. I think experimental treatment, more or less a wash, but it is hard to stomach a damage downgrade. Guppy item. Huge if true. Not a key piece. I'll stomach the damage downgrade if it came with a proportional tiers upgrade, which I honestly was not able to suss out there. There's a lot of stats that change on the fly there. Come on. One more wave. Yeah, I mean, we're still, if we're killing that guy, and I'm guilty, like, in hockey, and in all sports, I'm imagining right now, there's, you know, sabermetrics, which are advanced statistics. I trust sabermetrics, but I will admit that if I was a hockey scout, I would be the guy who's like, I see what his Corsi says, but I watched him play and he passes the eye test. Like, that's what I'm doing in Isaac on a regular basis. It's like, I see what the stats say, and I'm not an idiot. On a logical level, you know, getting a damage downgrade is bad, but I just like the way my tiers feel more when I use this site. Like, that's a bad habit, right? That's illogical. But despite being illogical, it is a model that has either worked for me or has seemed to work for me and biased me in this direction. So, just the fact that it looks okay doesn't mean it is okay, but it might be okay. Alright, so this floor, we're just chilling. We don't have any, you know, all we need to do, item room, shop, it's nice. It's nice to not have any excess pressure. So, semi, like, secondary, but also important, not getting hit. Not just for survival, but those 2 spirit hearts, oh my god. I should say those spirit hearts we need to get into our next section. You know, they could exist right now. These could be the last spirit hearts we ever get, so I certainly hope that's not the case, but we should act as if we're never going to get a spirit heart ever again. Dance as if no one's watching. Smash up the gray one, bomb me a red. Every time I hit the parking lot, I turn heads. And play Isaac as if you're never going to find another tinted rock. These are the mottos by which I live my life on a daily basis. This is really all about I was going to say, friendly fire is going to nuke that dude down in 2 seconds here, but this is all about whether or not we want to risk getting a... Well, there's a tinted rock in there, too. It's all about whether or not we want to risk spending a key to possibly get a key or more out of this. Right now, it's the wrong decision because a single shop is so valuable. Assuming we don't fight greed, or even if we do, but assuming we don't fight greed, we've got the ability... That was a hell of a shot there, to get a lot of value out of that shot. Or out of that shop, I should say. Get out of here, you weird rock man. He's a rock man, he is made of rocks. He thinks he's really cool, but he actually sort of sucks. He's the rock man. We should pick that up. I will say, when you have a good run in Antibirth, you're going around like, what's the big idea? What's everyone mad about? Game's not that hard. All you have to do is get, like, extremely good items right off the bat, and you're set. And there is an element of that, because, like, this run's going pretty well. And I'm, like, it's easy to forget that the game is letting me win, basically, right now. It's, you know, we're getting a lot of tinted rocks down here, and we're like, what is this, on easy mode or something? But it really is, it's easy to fall into that trap of thinking you're better than you is. But I'm not better than I are. Okay, good stuff. Really, having the ability to one-hit KO most enemies with Monstro's lung charges is really valuable here. We've almost got Great Gideon killed without taking a hit of damage. We've got a 2/3 chance of picking up a deal with the devil here, which is enough for me to be pretty excited. Not to mention, if we get a deal with the devil, D6 exists for us right now, which is a huge predictor of success in and of itself. So if we can get the D6, if necessary, to reroll into either a good item or a guppy item, preferably a guppy item that's good, but look at that dodge. Look, confidence breeds competence, dude. I hadn't taken any hits, so I felt comfortable to dodge there. Guppy's Hairball. So that is Guppy. We might as well reroll... I don't think it's worth it, but we probably want to reroll the shot speed up as well. So let's do some exploring now. Now we can fly. I still don't know what Missing Node does. I hope it doesn't create a situation in which we lose Guppy. I have had a reroll that lost us Guppy, but I think I might have had an incomplete understanding of that situation. You know what? I'm going to take Mucormycosis. And it's tough, because I think that money equals power. I'll take more curses as well. I think that money equals power is... Where did my spacebar item go? Every time we pick up an item, it becomes something else? Is that what's happening here? There's something happening here, and what it is ain't exactly clear. Thought I was binding my Isaac. Oh, there's so much lifting from behind us. I don't know. I actually don't know what this did. But now we have the hourglass. It could be worse. Mucormycosis was definitely doing some damage in there. Like, those enemies were farting. Can't deny that. An Emperor card is pretty solid, too. Just don't forget to get the knife piece on this floor. Always a possibility. I think we should do it. Well, that was actually free, so we should definitely do that one. Yeah, I mean, basically, I don't really know what's going on, but if not an expert, I am at least somewhat adept at, Gimpy's a great item here. I asked for it specifically. -1 luck's not going to do us any favors here, but, if not an expert at this, I'm definitely at least fairly well versed in, you know, keeping my cool in Isaac runs despite not knowing what the fuck's happening. So, like, I pretty much trained my whole life for this exact moment, which is exciting. Yeah, you know what? Keybagger does not stand a chance, but we will definitely give the Demon Judgment the time of day. And I think that, inconceivably, we might be barreling towards yet another victory, which would be amazing, dude. We've been... You don't know, because you didn't see all the runs that I sucked at, because they were so bad I didn't even want to put them up on YouTube. But there, I was getting a little demoralized. I was like, maybe I lost my touch. And maybe I've still lost my touch, but at least I feel like I got my touch. I've got the power. What's going on in here? Didn't we see? Okay, you know what? What happened to my red heart? I picked up a red heart. What's going on here? I'm losing my mind. Okay, we don't really need to do that room. We can always drop the trinket. I can hear you saying that. Why don't you drop the trinket? If you don't know what it does, just drop it. What if Alfred Einstein's dropped the Planck constant? Then we would never have the microwave as we know it. So, in the name of science, I'm going to continue. Oh, it's the ultimate test. Does NL know what he's doing? I think he does. Feel free to weigh in. That's like the fucking Batman versus Superman of our time right there. Are you a Capricorn man or are you a Magic Mush man? Why Magic Mush? I honestly think it has better stats, but I might be mistaken. I've been under the impression that it has better stats. Keybagger, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have given you that key. Luck down. -2 luck, huh? Range up. Speed up. Speed up. Speed it up. Might as well gamble. By the way, I do think that probably mucormycosis is worse than money equals power. Where did that heart come from? It's like it took it out before I got filled up from the blood bag. But I think it's more interesting, though. And money equals power, as good as it is, it's been in the game for 100 years. Like, we'll always have time to, you know, play around with money equals power on a variety of different runs before. I figure for now, why not take an item that's a little bit more interesting, if you know what I mean? Just a little bit less, and a little bit more, yeah! God, I should work in advertising. In some ways, I guess I already do. Whether intentionally or otherwise. Probably just sold one Google Play Music subscription so you could listen to International Players Anthem by UGK featuring Andre 3000 and Big Boy. I mean, why not? Let me use the Temperance here. We want to save the Emperor card, obviously. It's a better card. It's not even a contest here, but this Curse of the Maze is fucking me up, dude. As long as you don't lose my knife piece, we're good. We can do this. Just don't leave yet. This is awesome. We get the goat head, which should immediately give us a deal with the devil. Yep, what a world. It's weird that that situation has not come up more often. The walking out of the deal with the devil and then walking back in. I don't think I want either of these, honestly, but we'll give you 2 Spirit Hearts, but not go to the mausoleum yet. This is a nice feeling. And what is the feeling? It's just the feeling of, like... Well, now we can go. It's the feeling of, like, being half-decent at this game again. Like, or at least getting enough good runs in a row that it puts me under that illusion. Because right now, like, I'm feeling good. I should probably use the Hourglass to fight some enemies. It's not a bad item. I just resent it. It shouldn't exist. Wrong item died. We lost the D6. I still don't understand why it got erased. And that's the hardest part for me to deal with. A health down. Oh, wait. We just got remote detonator. Okay. So I think that it, at least with an incomplete sample, my conclusions can only be described as naive. However, it appears to act on your spacebar item. I think it might be activated by pills? I believe they recently added more hops. Okay, so there go all of my flies. And now, it's the mausoleum. If you steal my flies now. You can always fit an extra syllable into Steal My Sunshine. Latchkey's fine, and luck. Oh my god, we're back to -1 luck. Who would have thought that such a thing would even be possible? Krampus's head. Well, let's see what happens, dude. I don't know, we took Krampus's head, and it's Krampus's head. What a novel concept. I didn't realize that you could just pick up an item and have it be the item that you thought it was. I don't know, I'm speaking so dramatically. I'm like Katharine Hepburn or something. I didn't know that you could pick up an item and have it be the item of which it was designated at its factory or otherwise origin of manufacturing point. And then it went Katharine Hepburn, Paul F. Tompkins. Get out of here, thing that was used as the asset for the brainworm trinket, probably. We should buy a spirit heart. We should buy a key. Speed up. Health down. Yeah, just as good. Peace up, A-Town down. There's another classic from my era. We're gonna donate maybe until we get down to 15, 20 cents. We've been really good to our donation machine, and our donation machine has, in turn, been very good to us. So, we went through a period where we were taking like 20, 30 cents out of it every run. So we've gotten it back to a position in which it's quite healthy. As for the spirit heart, I'm slightly worried, and I don't think I should be, but I'm slightly worried about the witness fight. But apart from that, I don't think much can stop us here. We'll take the Ankh, and hopefully that item will transform into something that's not the Ankh, because that's not really that good. We're on the Mausoleum 1, and we should explore. Oftentimes, we will be able to find a second item room down here. Or, you know, many curse rooms, an extra shop. We have the tolerance to take a reward from pretty much wherever we can find it right now. I don't think it's worth a key. So we will do some exploring. Obviously, like, a second item room is the best, but even if we just get keys, I'm pretty okay with that. You know, doing these extra rooms to pick up some keys, or some golden chests for that matter, is fine by me. Obviously, you know, it would be for the best if I didn't take so much damage in the process. Get out of here, weird enemies that only take damage from one side. I don't like you. Okay, more keys. We'll keep opening golden chests as well. You know, every golden chest is a chance for a head item, but it's also a chance to, like, maybe figure out what the fuck's going on with our trinket right now, which has just converted something. I forget what our last remote detonator? No, I forget what it was. Just converted our last item into magic fingers, which actually, to be honest with you, was not all that bad. That was pretty bad right there, but okay, now we got how to jump. Cool. There's Pandora's box. I don't think we want to buy a spacebar item, because every time I leave and go into another room, it just gets changed. Every time you use it, it gets changed? Is that what's happening? If that's the case, I'm gonna feel bad just because I'm a dumb moron. Because we should have noticed that way earlier. But you know why we didn't? Because of the fact that I never used the hourglass when I should have used it. But figuring it out before the end of the game is at least, you know, it's at least something. Yeah, there you go. I see. I see. I've got it figured out. Takes a lot to slip one by me, to tell you the truth. Tears up. Lovely. Alright. Remember, this floor is kind of just like, whatever we get on this floor, we get on this floor. It's a bonus. I mean, I don't really want to do this room. We had Krampus's head, that's right. I mean, I would have loved to have stuck with Krampus's head, but, you know, we don't get to make the call there. 9 lives, weirdly, is, like, bad right now. I don't want to go down to less HP. Right. Remote detonator. Which could give us another spacebar item immediately. Nah, forget it. 9 lives, we don't need you. You're actually bad in this situation. And it takes a lot for me to admit that, because I was the one championing your cause for quite some time. And you didn't need it. You're a great item, Mr. Cat. You don't need my help. Check it. Unicorn stump. Well, we don't want either, so it's okay. Yeah, in this case, it would actually neuter us. It would increase our chances of a loss. Yeah, that's okay. Just don't mess this one up. That's a guppy item I can get behind, if you know what I mean. Abel's not bad either. Well, I don't really like that rune, to be honest with you. I can figure it out, but I would prefer not to. I will choose to be willfully a little dumber right now. Okay, we got... this is great, actually. It gives us a chance to try out a lot of new items. Because right now we have Yuck Heart, which I have to assume is Yum Heart. We got it for beating the alt path as Maggie. I have to assume that it's Yum Heart, but it gives you a Rotten Heart every time you use it instead of giving you a Red Heart. That's kind of cool. At least it's something that's useful for us to take with, yeah, that's exactly what it does, I think. At least it's useful for us to take with the item that changes your spacebar item up every time you have it, every time you use your spacebar item to begin with. Straight up, this spacebar item is bad. Unless you have a spacebar item you hate, in which case it could be amazing. Because technically you can just reroll your... No, wait, I've decided that this trinket is too good to exist on planet Earth. Because all you have to do is pick this up and then keep using the shitty spacebar items you get until you get one that you love. And then you're set. For real, though, right? Like, just using this, you could give yourself a D6, and then if you just drop the trinket, you know, you're good forever. Assuming you can drop the trinket. Yeah, you can drop the trinket, so... We should really just, you know, get ourselves to a spacebar item that we love and then roll with that. That's super cool. So that trinket is, you know, deservedly overpowered, I think, and I like that. This floor is important. Whoa. No left hand. I must have killed him in the wrong order. Well, being able to fly makes that a little easier. Thankfully, probably. Tammy's head, huh? Tammy's head with, we can be more selective now. I think we should just, we'll take it because we can get a reroll on it quick, but I don't think that's the item we want to stick with. We can get a better synergy. Goodbye, Tammy's head. Guppy's paw. Goodbye, Guppy's paw. Oh, hello, Tammy's head. Didn't see you there. That's alright. Easy and quick reroll here. I was fine with any permutation of rerolls, by the way. If we had rerolled, of converting our red hearts into spirit hearts. If we'd converted 1, which we did, fine by me. If we converted 3, fine by me. If we converted 0, take a guess. Pretty pleased with it either way. Just don't accidentally use the Bible on a boss that kills you, and we should be good here. Daddy Longlegs. This should be the knife piece. It is the knife piece. Secret room interests me very little, but now that they can have item rooms, I should check and get out of what is actually a fairly bad habit. So let's go peep this secret room. If it has an item, I'll feel vindicated. Just like the title track on the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. That's right, the title track. Look it up, it's by Dashboard Confessional. It's called Spider-Man 2 Official Soundtrack. Vincent Diesel. I don't know anything about Vin Diesel's filmography. It was, oh, wait, I can figure it out. It'd be Vincent Diesel. I am Riddick. I am yours. I am Xander Cage. I'm Xander Cage. There's gotta be something. Ride jet skis over shores, and I've been. You get the idea. How to jump. Goodbye, how to jump. Oh, it's the Bible again. Do you just if you use it twice in the same room, you just re-roll it back to what you just had? We got the knife. Let's do this. I actually have hit a point that I didn't think I would hit an Antibirth, which is that I feel somewhat guilty about having a great run. Oh, you gotta take Death's Touch. And there's those amongst you who think I did that in incorrect order. I remind you that we are in Rebirth right now. Now Tammy's head is probably the right choice, but we can get it, dude. We can get it. So I did go a little deeper on the devil deal there than you might be comfortable with, and I understand and accept that. I've taken damage in the process, and we will have to endeavor on the next floors to make it work. But we're going to use the Emperor card pretty much right away here, so give it a minute. Tinted Rocks? Nope. See you later, then. Pretty sure that... hey, dude, we're not fighting Rot Gut, at least, or Gut Rot. Hey, Gimpy paid out. Probably because we have 0 luck. Jeez. This guy's got everything. His luck's even at the basic level for most characters now. It's tough. It's tough. 9 lives is actually sort of tempting now. But I'm going to rely on getting like an HP upgrade or 2 in the items that we get on the next floor. And hopefully that'll work out for us here. We know we have a respawn as Blue Baby. Which is why I'm not like incredibly concerned right now. That and our damage is ridiculous. But we could also... Oh, dude, Infestation 2 would be so good. We're killing enemies so quickly. Got the Bible again. Not a huge fan of that. Yeah, we should not have done that, but it worked out. That one's just not gettable. So you know what? See you later. Curse Room, almost tempting. Given the fact that the, you know, it's only going to cost us 1 Spirit Heart, and the odds of finding 1 Spirit Heart or better in there is pretty not bad, but... It's alright. Flies gotcha. Flies gotcha. Careful. We are trying to peep Tinted Rocks whenever possible. Getting pretty good mileage out of Mucormycosis right now. White Feather. I mean, the dream, I guess, is to get a better spacebar item for the boss and maybe use it once. Or use this once on the boss. We do want that. We do want that. We want it all, I guess. There's nothing we can do about it. This is actually going to be a little tighter than I thought, but we're going to be... If we die once, I'm not going to feel too bad about it. Because we have the Ankh respawn. So I think we're going to come down here. And we're going to not even use the White Feather first. We're just going to try to beat the Christ out of him the old-fashioned way. Probably kill these. Okay, that's going to hurt. Probably the first time I've ever managed to successfully dodge that. We're going to wait until we get to the second phase, and then on the second phase, we're going to use the White Feather and hope that it gives us a next-level spacebar item. I don't even know what I would want at this point. But we're going to hope to hit with the White Feather to start with. Okay, yeah, good, decent damage. Not perturbed by that. We get the D20. Can't really do much with that right now, or ever, for that matter. Oh, this Brimstone laser is going to be all sorts of fucked up. Try to keep it equal distance from yourself. We did it! Okay. I mean, it was a very powerful run. I'm not surprised we won, but I was getting a little tight in there at the end. We got Tiny Toma. Tiny Tomo. How's it going, Tiny Tomo? He's in here. Thanks for watching. We're on a, what is, lately at least, an unprecedented run of form of Antibirth. Hope you guys have enjoyed the runs lately. If you have, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.